Okay, welcome to the sweet spot, part of the Better Clients Flight Plan. Hopefully you have printed out the Total Clarity of Purpose worksheet and filled in your why, which is the second page. Hopefully you've got some ideas written down on your why page. I really hope you do, because it's going to make everything else a little bit easier if you've just got some ideas written down on your why page. So in this video, we're going to help you discover your sweet spot. So the sweet spot is, there's been books and books and books written about this stuff. I think there's a book called The Flow, I think, don't quote me on that. But the sweet spot is all about working out when you are doing exactly what it is you are supposed to be doing in your business. And there's I believe, a very clear way of working out your sweet spot. So the sweet spot is, when everything is going well in your business, when your business is adding the most value to its clients or its customers, when the business is profitable, when you are getting referrals from happy customers, everything is just ticking along nicely because the business is in the sweet spot. And the sweet spot is really simple. As far as I'm concerned, it's really simple to work out your sweet spot. The sweet spot is basically a combination of when you are doing activities that you are very good at and very passionate about. So the first thing to work out your sweet spot, the first thing you need to do is work out what you're good at and identify your skills. And a lot of people find this very challenging. When I suggest that you write down what you are skillful at or what you're good at, I'd like you to just forget about whether or not you enjoy any of this stuff. So, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm good at that I don't particularly enjoy doing. So and then there's a whole bunch of stuff that I really love doing that I'm particularly bad at. So, with this, it's really important to make the distinction between what you're good at and what you enjoy doing. And the first part of this exercise is just to identify what you are good at. You might be a fantastic PHP coder and you might absolutely hate it. If that's the case, then write down PHP development. You are really good at it. You might love copywriting but be pretty bad at it. And you have to be honest with yourself here. If you are not very skillful at something and you are not really good at it, then don't write it down in the skills part of your worksheet, which I'll show you in a moment. The second part of this exercise is then to write down what you're passionate about, regardless of whether or not you're any good at it. Yeah? I love copywriting. I don't think I'm that great at it, but I really love it. I love podcasting, and I think I'm particularly good at it. So that's one of my sweet spots. What is it that you're passionate about? Maybe you love increasing conversions on landing pages. Maybe that's something that you're really passionate about, and maybe you're horrible at it. Maybe you've got no experience, but maybe you just love it. Maybe it just gets the heart ticking a little bit quicker. That's the purpose of that exercise, is just to write down what you're passionate about. And then, very simply, identify where the crossover is. Because there will be things that you are skilled at and not very passionate about, and there will be things that you are passionate about and not very good at. Well, the crossover is where you identify those things that you are really good at it and really passionate about. And that is the sweet spot. So let's take a look at the worksheet. Hopefully you've already filled in the why page here and got some ideas here. The skills page is just where you list everything you are skillful at, regardless of whether or not you enjoy it or if you think it's valuable to your business in any way. So you might be great at responsive design even though you hate it. Doesn't matter, just write it down. You might be great at SEO even though you think it's boring as you know what. Doesn't matter, write it down. Anything you are good at, write it down. You might be just fantastic at bookkeeping, balancing the books in your business, and you might absolutely detest it. But if you're really good at it, write it down. Preferably this is related to web design and web development and online marketing and WordPress consulting. But if you are particularly good at something in your business like bookkeeping, write that down, because you never know where that might lead you in terms of your sweet spot. So just write down everything you are good at, and then on the next page, write down everything you are passionate about. So if you hate installing WordPress and you hate GitHub, but you're really good at it, don't write it down, okay? If you're really good at GitHub and version control, but you absolutely hate it, don't write it down. Write it down on this page, but don't write it down on this page. Just on the passion page, write down everything you love doing in your business. And the sweet spot is very simply identifying any items that happen to be on the skills page and on the passion page. So if responsive design turns up on both pages, then you transfer that to your sweet spot. And ideally, you're looking to end up with about between 5 and 10 things on your sweet spot page And those things will be items that occur on both the skills page, on both the skills page and the passion page. So once you've done that, fill in your sweet spot page and work out what your sweet spot is. That is the tasks or the activities that you should be doing in your business that you are really good at and that you are really passionate about. Don't overthink this exercise. It's pretty straightforward. Just get the exercise done, and I'll see you in the next video.